And good Saturday morning to everybody out there watching. Thank you so much for spending another Saturday with me here. Um, Unfortunately, my partner in crime, Shannon, is off on assignment this weekend. So you've got to put up with my ugly mug for another couple hours here. So hopefully it won't be too bad, but we'll try and put a smile on your face, as I said. So hope everybody is having a great Memorial weekend. The weather so far up here has been tremendous. Looking forward to a family cookout either tomorrow or Monday. Just still waiting to hear on the final word. We'll get together with the family. Looking forward to that. I'm sure a bunch of you have the same kind of plans set up for this weekend. Hopefully the weather will hold out for us. So hopefully. So I have to apologize right off the start, number one, for being late again. I can't help it when I don't know what it is. I just can't seem to lately get us out on time on here. And I got nobody to cohort with here. So it wasn't like I was talking to anybody. I was trying to find, and this is the other part I gotta apologize for. I was trying to find my Western box, and I cannot find my Western Comics box. So I've only got a small handful of Westerns to show, and I apologize to those of you who are looking forward to the Western ones, but I'll have to make up for it somewhere down the road because I looked everywhere, and I've been tearing apart this morning, and I cannot find them. So unless they're buried way over in that corner, I don't know. So we'll have to see. I'm just getting a message from my wife. Oh no, she says the check engine light is back on in her car. Oh no. Well, we'll have to have that looked at. So anyway, so today's mostly going to be war comics. And I've got to make sure I have time because I got a bunch of stuff in, some comics. I got some toys. And I got a couple really cool toys that I so psyched to get. So I'm hoping to share my my happiness with you, and maybe make some of you spend some money too today. We'll see what we can do. So, all right. We're going to bring in the Peanut Gallery right away here. Let's see what's going on with them. And good morning to all you peanuts in the Peanut Gallery. Thank you once again for hanging out with us here on a Saturday morning. Hopefully, like I said, you're having a great Memorial weekend, kicking off the summer, ready to go. So let's see. Right out of the gate, we've got Anthony Perdue, and he's going to share another childhood memory with us. And he says, "Good morning, Peanut Peers. Lo, the battle comes. Across all realms approaching drums, collection-bound messengers will preserve all tales that are told, past, present, and future bold. Collection-bound messengers summon images of warriors inspiring clothed, presenting pictures of their heroic deeds upon which our imagination feeds. Silver Age and solid 4th Street Ben, whose words we attend, collection-bound messengers, alone or together, there are none better. Gathered around, we are welcomed in a community gallery." Absolutely. Silver Age and solid 4th Street Ben, consensus agrees they are legendary. Well, thank you for that. For all that life may be, they restore our youthful history. Collection-bound messengers, we thank thee for all that you bring us to see. Keeping our imaginations healthy, lo, the battle comes between right and wrong, communicated in story and song. It is with CBM that victory will always belong. Oh, well, that's pretty cool, man. He says, a heartfelt hi to everyone. In case I'm still covered from the replay, I will run. Well, thank you so much, Anthony, for that lovely poem. Great way to start the day here. Appreciate it so much, sir. Thank you so much for hanging out. And if you're busy and you have to catch a rerun, that's fine too. You know, you got to do what you got to do, and that's fine. So enjoy the day. Easy Comic Reader is with us once again, sir. Thank you for hanging out with us. He says, good morning, Rod, and all the fine folks out there. He's waving. He says, a deep cut this morning to the tune of Made in Japan by Buck Owens and the Buckaroos. All right, I tried this a couple of times this morning before I coming on, so hopefully I can, I won't mess it up too badly. Excuse me. All right, here we go. My back issues come from far away. When I claim over here, over there, it's making my day. I remember, I can't go that high. I remember some of the books, some I wasn't reading back then. When CBM is over, I'll be back to buy again. And I want to say that this was written with Triple C, Cheap Comic Collector, in mind with his claim sale. So that's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much, Easy Comic Reader. I'm sure Triple C, if he's in the audience, if not, if he catches a replay, he'll love that as well. So, and if you get a chance, don't forget to check out Triple C's channel. Usually right on after us, he does a claim sale, and you can pick up some really good comics really cheap. So definitely. Thank you so much, Easy Comic Reader, once again for your comic musical stylings. We love them. Thank you so much. Eric K is with us this morning. Hey, Eric, how you doing? He says, morning, Rod, Shannon, and all my friends in the Peanut Gallery. Happy Saturday, and a happy Saturday to you, too. And I Am One of Us is on board this morning. Great to have you with us, sir. Thank you so much for spending part of your Saturday with us. Appreciate that. Rob Brown, how you doing, Rob? Rod says, Rod uses the word low. You're a man after my own heart, buddy. I try, when I do the title cards, I do try to reach back into the history, and just some of those, like Thor was really good for great titles of the story in the book. So I kind of steal a little from them, from the old Silver Age. So thank you so much, Rob. I appreciate it, sir. He says, I got you. He said, God, I can't spell. I'm telling you, man, when I'm trying to do it on a phone or something like that, I can't do it. My fingers are too fat, you know. I got a smartphone, but my phone doesn't have a smart operator, that's for sure. Rob says, good morning to my friends. And Eric K says, morning, Rob. I Am One of Us. Easy and Anthony. Got them all in one shot right there. And Maranya, Lady M, the first lady of comic books. How you doing, Maranya? She says, good morning to everyone. She's the den mother. She's going to ride herd on everybody today. So she's got the blue wrench going. Excuse me. So hopefully we'll have a uneventful morning here. Excuse me. I've just got to wet my whistle. Gets dry down here. I've been down here since about 8:30. So, all right. So here we go. Eric K says, good morning to Lady M. And the Jackson Roy Kirk says, it's the Lone Ranger. Yeah, today I guess I am the Lone Ranger. So thank you so much, Jackson, for hanging out with us again, sir. Appreciate it. He says, hello, folks. Shannon's still recuperating from showing off his awesome stuff last Wednesday night. There you go. I believe he's on a little bit of a musical assignment. So We'll see. I'm sure he'll share it with us next Saturday. Can't wait for that. Michael Taylor says, good morning to Anthony. And Lady M says, Jackson, good morning, my and friend. Oh, I got to tell you, you'll get this, Maranya, and Jackson will as well. And anybody who follows the Geeky Puppet Show will get this as well. I was with my wife, and I think we were at the mall. And we went to our usual coffee shop at the mall. And she was in a conversation with the lady who runs it. And at some point, she's talking about traveling and stuff like that. And she mentioned something about going to New York City. I'm sitting there, right? And I was looking at what I had bought. And she said New York City. And I'm telling you, it was like a reflex action. In my head, I didn't say it, but it almost came out. In my head, I said, New York City. I said, oh my gosh, that was, I'm laughing to myself. She's looking at me like I got 3 heads. She goes, what? It's too long to explain, my dear. But I thought that was funny. She said that, and it was like somebody just flipped the switch, and in my head, it was New York City. Oh, it's too funny. Michael Taylor says hello to ECR. And Maranya says good morning to Michael. And Eric K says good morning to Michael as well. Michael saying hey to Eric K. And Michael Taylor also says hello to one of us. Michael Taylor says hello, Rob. Tempest from Mars is with us once again. Thank you so much, sir, for hanging out with us this morning. Appreciate it. He says, afternoon all. That's right. I always forget that it's afternoon where he is. Thank you for spending your afternoon with us. How's that? One of these days, I'll get it right. Michael Taylor says hello to Jackson. Eric K says hey to Jackson and Tempest. Tempest says, all right, Eric. And Michael Taylor says hello to Maranya. And Higgy Pop is in the house. Hey, Higgy Pop, how you doing? He says, hey there, Peanut Gallery. And a hey there to you, Higmeister. Hope you're having a great day. Hippies Collectibles. Hey, Tom. Great to have you with us once again, sir. He says, Excelsior, true believers. Thank you for being here, sir. Appreciate it. Mike Taylor says hello to Doc. Well, that's me. Hello to you, Michael. How you doing this morning? Hope everybody's doing well. Higgy Bob says, Hot Rod, the Mad Marauder. There we go. Yes, sir, Bob. Eric K says, Higgy and Hippie. There you go. A pair that'll beat a full house. Mike Taylor says hello to Higgy. Hippie says, Heidi ho, Eric. Higgy Pop says hey to Eric. And Maranya says, good morning to Tempest from Mars from this side of the pond. Yes, sir. And Mike Taylor says, hello to TFM. Higgy Pop says, Rod, you handsome devil. You are too kind, sir. The check's in the mail. Hippies Collectibles says, time to boogie woogie. There we go. Yes, sir. I am one of us says hello to Michael with the Cookie Monster. Oh, it looked like the Cookie Monster. My eyes are so bad. Looked like a little Cookie Monster there. That's what I was going with. But cool beans. Tempest from Mars says afternoon, Maranya and Michael. Hippies Collectible says, oops, Eric. Maranya says, Higgy Pop. There we go. Excellent. Excelsior to you, hippies. Higgy Pop says rain on Monday for us in Connecticut, Rod. Yeah, I heard we might get rain up here. Originally, that's when we were scheduling our family family cookout. But I heard from my mom last night, and she said that looks like she might try to move it to tomorrow, where the weather's going to be better. Hopefully, it'll hold out. Whatever she decides, we'll be there. Gonna have some hot dogs. Yes, sir. Hippies, whoops, where did it go? There we go. Hippies Collectibles says, hey, Lady M. Higgy Pop says, hi there, Maranya. And Tempest from Mars says, has the box gone west? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's going to drive me crazy because, as soon as I go off the air, I'm going to find it. And I'm going to be, where were you, man? Come on. This is driving me crazy, man. That's why I say I'm trying to get this place organized down here. Man, you just never enough hours in a day. There's so much to do. I thought retirement was supposed to be, golden years, relax, do what you want. Well, like I've said before, that ain't, I'm not living the life the brochure promised. Higgy Pop says, no Westerns, those owl hoots. I've got a small stack. Here of Westerns down there. I got some Kid Cult and a couple others there. I think Western Kid that I'll show. But like I said, most of it's going to wind up being war comics. And I apologize to everybody who tuned in looking for Western comics, but I will make it up for you at some point in the future with showing some more. I'll even have my Garth Brooks hat on. I got it over there somewhere. So Jackson Roy Kirk says, lost Western box. Check Ranger Sly's house. Uh-oh, Ranger Sly's coming down here. No, I don't know where. I can't fathom why. The trouble is that I've got 3 stacks, boxes 3 high up there, right? So it's really hard to take them down because most of them, those are some short boxes there, but the bottom ones are long boxes, and I know they're in long boxes. They're not in short boxes. I know because I had so many of them, I couldn't put them in short boxes yet. So I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry, man. Paul S., great to have you with us, sir. How you doing this morning? Hope everything is going well, sir. He says, good morning, Peanut Gallery, and what's up, Doc? We're just hanging out here on another Saturday morning. My partner in crime is off on assignment, unfortunately, but we wish him the best. He's going to have some good weather, hopefully, to do what he's going to do. He's going to spend some time with the family, I'm sure, as well. So, Hippies Collectible says, sounds like Rod could use a reel. I see what you did there, sir. And there we go with Cheap Comic Collector. He says, good morning, all, and a good morning to you, Triple C. I hope you were here at the beginning of the show. Right after Anthony Perdue's childhood memory, we had a musical interlude written by ECR, and it was dedicated to you, sir, and your claim, like claim auction. I'm not sure what you call it, claim sales. So definitely go back and make sure you checked it. Don't pay attention to the guy singing it. He did a terrible job, but the words were all written by ECR. So definitely check that out, sir. And thank you so much for spending your Saturday with us. I am one of us. I'm sorry. My glasses too. Hello, Eric, he says. Higgy Pop says, hey, Triple C. Higgy Pop says, hi there, hippie. Maranya says, good morning to Paul and Triple C. Michael Taylor says, I'm currently sitting in my favorite place in the morning, Central Park. I'm only a few blocks from Central Park. It's beautiful outside, he says. Oh, that's awesome. Me hanging out. I wish I had a park close by. I like to go, there's an old fort up here in Kittery, Maine. And Fort McClary. And my wife and I like to go there and we'll bring a couple of folding chairs. She'll bring her crocheting to do, and I'll bring a book to read and just sit there. And it's got like a harbor where all kinds of boats and everything are there, small boats. And it's just nice, quiet, sit there in the shade, and it's just wonderful. So I'm looking forward to getting to do that now that the weather is really nice. Man, it's been really nice out here, 80s and 90s the end of this week. So I'm down here in just a long sleeve t-shirt and my Go-Go Checks t-shirt. So it's got to be warm out if I'm down here in just that, not a hoodie and winter jacket. So Hippies Collectible says, brother Higgy, good morning. Mike Taylor says, Doc, you're not late. Well, I was close. I was watching the thing, trying to make sure I got here on time, but I still couldn't do it. And the professor is with us. Hello. I'm trying, Eric. By the way, Eric, I apologize for not answering your sent me a message last night. Sorry I didn't get back to you, brother. I wound up taking a nap. I was gone. I got up. I watched a little bit of the wrestling, but then went back to sleep. I did get on for a little bit and check my email and stuff like that. So I apologize to you, sir. Great to have you with us, though, Eric. And Eric K says, good morning to Professor Breen. Mike Taylor says, hello, hippie. And Michael also says hello to Eric. Maranya says, Eric, I love you, my and friend. Speaking of Mr. Breen, there we go. Eric Breen says, hey, Eric, Michael. He's saying hello. Werewolf by lunchtime. Great to have you with us, sir. He says, what's up, dudes? Not too much. Just going to show some comics this morning, just as usual. So thank you so much for being here. Hippies Collectible says, hey, Michael. And Eric Breen, he's showing some love back to Maranya. There you go. Awesome. The Jackson Roykirk says, Hobbs. Mike Taylor says, hello to Triple C. Maranya says, Werewolf, good to see you. With no smile on her face. And Werewolf by lunchtime says, Jackson. Mike Taylor says, hello to Jackson. And Werewolf by lunchtime says, hi to Maranya with a big wave. Jackson Roykirk says, Eric K, that other Eric, Maranya. You're getting everybody. There we go. Easy Comic Reader says, salute to the Saturday morning CBM swinging cowboy. Yeah, that's about it, right? Oh my God. Oh my gosh. So thank you so much, Easy. Michael Taylor says, hello, Werewolf. And Werewolf says, hi, Michael. Right back with a big wave. Hippies Collectible says, Rod is never late. Frodo Baggins, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. Well, I do try to be on time. Most of the time, it's me yakking behind the scenes. I'm talking to Shannon, and I lose track of time, and I just keep yammering. Today there was nobody to yammer to, but I was trying to find that box. Higgy Pop Comics, brother Easy. Easy says, hey to Higgy Pop. Hippies Collectibles, Rod is never late nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. Yes, sir, Bob. Well, we try. I try to be on time. The Jackson Roykirk says, hello, can you go? Hello, can you go? Tempest from Mars says, Doc's wearing the go-go checks as well today. You got it, brother. Right here. You got the go-go check shirt on. Thank you so much. Jackson Roykirk, New York City. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, man. I mean, and it was instant too. The moment she said it, it went in my head. I lift my head up, and I almost said it, but I know she'd have just given me that, head shake, like, really. But in my head, I was screaming it, New York City. Easy Comic Reader says, New York City. There we go. New York City, says Maranya as well. There we go. And Eric gonna do it too. New York City. Yeah, we got them all in. Awesome. Jackson Roykirk says, for anyone who doesn't know, think back to Pace Picante sauce commercial. Now, I'm not sure. Is that where that whole thing came from? The New York City echo? Is that where that came from? Because I'm not familiar with the picante sauce commercial. So I'm curious. The acquisitions of Dr. Fives. Hey, Dr. Fives. Great to have you with us once again, sir. Thank you for joining us. He says hello to everyone. And a hello to you, sir. Hope you're having a great Memorial weekend so far. Maranya says hello to Dr. Fives. And so does Michael Taylor. Eric K says, greetings, Dr. Fives. The Jackson Roykirk says, don't want no soggy picnic basket. Don't want no soggy picnic basket, boo-boo. Well, by lunchtime says that looks like a jockey shirt. That looks like a jockey jersey, Rod. It's not. Yeah, it could be, right? Get in the. I'd love to ride a horse. That's on my bucket list, man. My bucket list is to go out to Arizona, visit the Old West, and ride a horse out there. That is my pretty much my bucket list. The only other thing on the bucket list is to live as long as I can. Maranya says, "Gee, Yogi, Mr. Ranger will be mad if his picnic basket gets wet." That's my best boo-boo. I can't do boo-boo. I can't really do Yogi either, but I just fake it. Gray Man all the way from across the pond. Great to have you with us, sir. Hello to you and Lady Lisa. Hope you guys are having a great day. He says, "Hey folks, howdy from the Wild West of London, where the cowboys roam free." There we go. Well, hopefully, I've tried to find. I've told everybody already, so I'll apologize to you as well. I couldn't find my Western comics box, so I've only got a small stack, about that thick, of Westerns to show. So it's mostly going to be war comics and a bunch of new stuff that I want to make sure I have saved for the end. I got some stuff from eBay and a couple of really, really cool toys that I didn't know they made. And as soon as I saw them, I could not hit that buy it now button as fast as possible. So hopefully you guys will all stick around and share in my enjoyment when I show those to you. So great to have you with us, Gray Man. Thank you so much. Well, by lunchtime says, "Hey, Gray," with a big wave. Maranya says, "Good morning to you and Lady Lisa, Gray Man." And Hippie's Collectible says, "Picnic baskets may be delicious on the lips, but they are a lifetime on the hips." Quote from Yogi Bear. Rob Brown, the Rob Meister, he says, "I don't have too many Western comics. Would love to have more, though." There we go. Gray Man says, "Lady Lisa and I are drinking tea and eating biscuits." Awesome, awesome, awesome. Sounds like well, that's right. You're 5 hours ahead of us, so that's must be like lunchtime or maybe a noontime snack. Cool beans. Maranya says, "What flavor biscuits, Gray Man?" The world wants to know. Mike Taylor says, "Everyone knows the Big Bonnet stamp on comics. Apparently, they still exist. They have been around since 1937. Found that interesting." Now, what is Big Bonnets? I'm not familiar with that. Is that like a store that sells something, and when they're selling their comics or whatever, they put a stamp on them? Is that what that is? I want to know. D. Jackson Warkirk says, "Biscuits? Is it morning there, Gray Man?" Ha ha. Gray Man says, "Afternoon tea, old bean," he says. There we go. And Jackson Roy Kirk, he's laughing. Eric K says, "Gray Man." Michael Taylor says, "Very cool, Doc." Well, thank you, Michael. Maranya says, "Jackson, hush, you colonists. Biscuits are cookies of some kind." You colonist. Oh, my gosh. Gray Man says, "Maranya, shortbread and almond puffs." Oh, I love shortbread cookies, too. Very good. Very good. Maranya says, "Those sound delicious. Send some my way, please." Gray Man. Absolutely. And the Gray Man says, "Hey there, Eric K." Gray Man says, "Maranya, but then there'd be less for me. I didn't get this rotund by just giving biscuits away, you know." Maranya says, "I'm just thinking of your health, Gray Man." She's trying to help out. She's trying to help out. Tempest from Mars says, "We cannot eat biscuits whenever we want over here," he says. Oh no, is there a certain time? Oh my gosh. No, I forget that biscuits are cookies. And I just bought some. So I like my cookies thin and crispy. And it's hard for me to find cookies like that around here. Most of them are soft and chewy, and that's the kind the rest of the family likes. But I found some peanut butter cookies, and they're big, and they're thin, and they are so crunchy. Oh, it's so good. So I'm gonna have some of those this afternoon when I get off the air. So Plus, there's a big wrestling show on this afternoon coming to us live from, where is it today? Saudi Arabia. I think the WWE's in Saudi Arabia today. So Paul S. says, hey, Doc, don't forget King and Queen of the... how appropriate. I swear to God, I did not look at what you were writing, Paul. That is funny. Hey, Doc, don't forget King and Queen of the Ring today, 1 o'clock. And where is Adam? Oh, where is Adam? He's hiding around the corner here. He was hiding around the corner, but there we go. We put him right there. Whoops. Got to stay right there. There we go. I don't even have this in range. This is terrible. I am so lost. There we go. Not even all the way in. There we go. There he is. There we go. Now we're back to normal. There we go. So yes, Paul, I am ready for King and Queen of the Ring today. I'll be there. Jackson Roykirk says, oh, you guys mean cookies. Michael Dale says, unfortunately, real life comes before these things we love. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Real life, I sometimes tell my wife, real life just gets in the way sometimes, but you got to do what you got to do. So we thank you all for hanging out with us once again. Appreciate it. Maranya says, what is this? This is one of the pecan. Oh, okay. All right, cool. So that's the origin of the whole New York City echo thing comes from, huh? I want to know. I want to know. All right. And Maranya's got the pause line going. It means she's ready to see some comics. I hope the rest of you are, and we'll try and make it as pleasant as possible. So, all right. Thank you so much, Maranya. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's start off with... I'm going to start off with some war comics. And then the next round, I'll do some Westerns. And then we'll go back to, if we have a time for a third round, I'll do some more war comics. And hopefully still have time to show what I've got in the mail here. So, all right. To start off with the the war comics, I went back to I got a whole box right behind me of my war comics. Most of it is DC, but I do have some Sergeant Fury. I got a stack of Sergeant Fury right here. I also have some. I have a complete run of what is it? Stryker? Not Stryker. What is it? Oh, Captain Savage and the Leatherneck Raiders. So I grabbed a few of those. But I wanted to start with the DC because I have the majority of that. And not just like one particular series, although this is from one series, two series. Yeah, 2 series, 3 series. Okay, so I went reached back in time to pull up some of my older ones. So let's start off with, I mean, if you're talking DC War, there's really one character that comes to mind first, and that's Sergeant Rock. And this is Showcase number 45 with Easy Company's Sergeant Rock. We got a story by Robert Kanier. I can't say his name. I want to say Knider. That's what I want to say, but there's no T in his name. Robert Kanier. I don't know. But the art is done by none other than Joe Kubert. So, but it's that. And continuing with Showcase, we got King Faraday as a spy. This is number 50. From I Spy in Showcase. And then we got one of my favorite war characters. And yes, Sergeant Rock is the one who comes to mind first, but comes to mind second, it's got to be this character. It's got to be this character. It might be tied with Unknown Soldier, but this is Enemy Ace. Love this cover too. This is like poster worthy right there. I wish I had a poster of that. That is just too cool. And I love the character, love the way this is written from the other's point of view. And he was just a very honorable foe, but I just love his stories. And they had 2 issues back to back. That was 57, and here's 58 with a bright, stunning yellow cover on it. Look at that. And I'm trying to collect all of Enemy Ace's, Enemy Ace's appearances. So I got a ways to go, but it's just a fun character, and I love the stories with him. Then we're going to shift over to another. It was another one of my favorite series from DC, Brave and the Bold, and this is number 52 with 3 battle stars. It's got Sergeant Rock, Lieutenant Cloud, the Navajo Ace, and Tankman Stewart from the Haunted Tank, all together in one story or one book. So very, very cool indeed. Together for the first time in the battle that stopped the war, the combat team you've been clamoring for in Suicide Mission. Sorry for the glare. I gotta rebag this because this is kind of a hazy bag. And Sergeant Rock appeared a couple more times in Brave and the Bold. So here we go with number 84. Love this cover by Neil Adams. Very cool. And he came back again in 96, issue 96. Where it looks like he just, filled Batman full of lead or something. It's so weird seeing him with like hair. And then he appeared again in number 108. The night Batman sold his soul. Dun, dun, dun. And then this one I just recently picked up. It's an 80-page giant. I think I showed it to you either last week or maybe the week before. It's 80-page giant, and it's issue number 7. And it's Sergeant Rock's Prize Battle Tales. Been trying to get this one for a long time, and they're hard to find in good shape for a good price, a reasonable price. Most of the time the spines are all bashed, really, really well loved, as we like to say. But this one here is really good shape. So, but some great stories in there, and I love the 80-page giants. So there we go. There's a little something to start us off with. Let's go. We'll jump over to show some Marvel. We'll do some Captain Savage and his Leatherneck Raiders. There we go. Number 1. I liked it so much, I'm bringing myself. So here we go. Number 2. Baron Strucker. Dun, dun, dun. And again, I get 2 of those. I don't know why. Probably because I forgot that I had the first one. There we go with number 3. And here's a close-up of Baron Strucker. Up close and personal. Old Scarface himself. Here we go with number 5. Mission: Destroy the Invisible Enemy. Number 6. Sorry about that. Okay. And we got number 7. And number 19. I just found this one sitting out on a stack over here when I was getting ready, so I just grabbed it off the top. It's number 19. I love split covers like this. Like all those great covers to like Tales of Suspense and Tales to Astonish and books like that. I love those. All right. So there's some Marvel there. And to finish out this, we got a bunch of different odds and ends stuff right here. So let's see what we got here. We got some Weird War Tales, number 3. Weird War Tales number 36, which is a giant square bound issue. So had to get that one for sure. And then we got number 75 of Weird War Tales. And number 112 with a great Medusa cover. There you go. And we have Battle Classics number 1. It's got Johnny Cloud in there, Sergeant Rock, Who is the Mysterious Man in Iron, and Jeb Stewart. So there we go. It's got reprints from Brave and the Bold number 52. The first time that Rock meets Johnny Cloud, Haunted Tank, and Jeb Stewart and all them. Art by Joe Kubert. Again, just showed that book. Speaking of Joe Kubert, we got a couple of Our Armies at War right here. We got 219. I love it when they do stuff like where they incorporate the logo, the name of the title into the picture. And 222. There we go. Some DC there. All right. Let's jump back to the Peanut Gallery, see what's going on. Thank you so much once again, Maranya, for my starting point right here. Appreciate that as always. Mike Till says, Doc, don't forget Flash 1 and Hulk 1 for your bucket list. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to get that Flash 105 or any of the, Showcase 4 and a couple other issues in Showcase. I don't think those are ever going to come my way. And the Hulk number 1, I doubt will ever come my way except for in a facsimile style. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. I never thought I'd have the 2 through 6. So I'm very happy to have those in the collection. So, but you're right. Those would definitely be on my bucket list for comics. Absolutely. Mike says, I think it's a newsstand. Mike says, or bookstore. Okay. All right. That's the stamp there. Okay. Cool beans. And Maranya says, Bonnet's Bookstore is a comic shop who puts big stamps on their comic books. Okay. All right. Bonnet's Bookstore. Huh, I've never heard of it before. Was that in New York or something? Or I'm curious. And Michael is saying, Maranya. I think he was saying thank you to Maranya. And Triple P. Hey, Andrew. How you doing, man? Great to have you with us, sir. He says, greetings and salutations, Rod and the rest of the Peanut Gallery. And good morning to you, sir. Hope you're having a good Memorial weekend so far. Thanks for being with us. Maranya says, greetings and salutations, Triple P. Michael Taylor says, Maranya, that's what I thought. Yeah, that huge stamp. There we go. Triple P says, good morning to Maranya. And Michael says, good morning, Triple P. Tempest from Mars says, we need to settle this biscuits cookies thing. That's for another stream. That's it. The war of biscuits versus cookies. Which side do you come down on? Triple P says, good morning to you, Michael Taylor. Maranya says, no matter what they're called, they're just plain delicious. TFM. Absolutely. And Dr. Five says, always ready for war comics. There we go. We got some more coming. So stay tuned. The Jackson Roykirk says, exactly. I love stirring the pot with Gray Man. There'll be more of that on his cover slingers later today, I'm sure. That's right. If you get a chance, check out Gray Man later on. I think it's somewhere around like 2:00. I'm not sure. If I'm wrong, somebody please correct me out there. But where they do cover slingers, where there's a panel and they hold up books, and you get to decide which is the best book of the bunch that they show. Definitely a fun time, so definitely check that out as well. And Graphic Man, hey Micah, how you doing, sir? He says, it was great having two singing sensations on my show back to back. Yeah, but only one of us really has a good voice, and that's Shannon. He does it semi-professionally, so me, not so much. I couldn't carry a tune in a bucket, but that's the way it is. I still don't let him kill the dream. I when I'm in the car, most of the time, or if I'm puttering around down here, I'll have my Spotify on, and my Spotify lists. You never know what you're going to find on it. One minute I'll have Johnny Cash. The next song will be the Partridge Family. The next song will be Irish Rovers. The next song will be the Brady Kids. You never know what's going to be on my list. It's whatever I grew up liking. That's what I have. So I wish I had the vinyls, but I could only collect one thing, and that was comics when I was a kid. That's what I spent my money on. Eric K says, Striker. Ted Striker? Airplane. Oh, yeah, I get you. Airplane, baby. One of my favorite movies. Airplane. Looks like I picked the wrong day to quit sniffing glue. Michael Taylor says, very cool, Sergeant Rock. Yeah, I love Sergeant Rock. Eric Breen says, Caniger. Okay. Caniger? Gotcha. Thank you so much, Eric. Caniger. Okay. All right. I'm trying to commit it to memory. So thank you, sir. That's why I call him the professor, man. Triple P says, I'm getting ready for some beautiful Joe Kubert covers. So excited. I got some coming. Stay tuned, brother. Stay tuned. Graphic Man says the Enemy Ace books are wonderful. Yeah, those two Enemy Ace in the showcase, those are really, really nice, man. They're both. That first one is poster worthy. I'm telling you, I love that. I'd love to have that on a poster. I might put it on a T-shirt. I've got it actually set up so that I can take it to the T-shirt shop. I had to do some manipulation on the picture, but I think I'm going to have a T-shirt made of that. So I mean, that's just too cool, man. Michael Taylor says, very cool, Enemy Ace. Absolutely, Michael, you are correct, sir. And Michael Taylor says, hello to G-Man. Maranya says, good to see you, Micah. Now all Rod needs to do is to show some of the great one who can activate his appreciation alert just for you. There we go. I don't know if I have any Gil today or not. It's mostly Kirby. There might be some Gil with the Western stack that we'll show next. So maybe we'll see. Graphic Man says, hello to Michael Taylor. Good to see you, sir, he says. Rob Brown says, I got an Essential style Enemy Ace trade paperback. Black and white art, just amazing war comics. Yeah, I really like his stories. Always thought they were well written, and of course they were well drawn. Most of them done by Joe Kubert. and I just really enjoy that character. I didn't get into war comics until into the 80s, I want to say, because everybody knows I was strictly superheroes in the silver and bronze age growing up. So, but Enemy Ace, well, I like that character. Like Sergeant Rock too. I like the Haunted Tank. I like a lot of those characters now. I've come to appreciate them, and certainly come to appreciate Joe Kubert's art much better, much more, I should say. So, absolutely. Maranya says Rod was supposed to play it last week, but time ran out. Yes, I know. I remembered that as soon as I got off. I'm like, no, I forgot to. I also forgot to put up the community channel of the week, which I'm going to try and remember to do at the end of this show this time. And it's Cup of Comics. So hopefully everybody will stick around to see that too, and go sub him up. Triple P says good morning to Graphic Man, and Graphic Man then says, Maranya, you mean he appreciates me? Oh, how nice. Graphic Man says, hello, Triple P. Black Tail says the silver and bronze have some copper. The silver, bronze, some copper. Brave and the Bolds were great. Yeah, I always enjoyed Brave and the Bold. Both the Batman team-ups and the non-Batman team-ups that they used to have. I really, I remember seeing one of the 100-page super spectaculars there, and they listed some of the older, I think it was actually in issue 150 where Superman was the guest star. And they inside, I think they did a little list of the team-ups up to that point. And I was like, I was still trying to pick them up at flea markets and stuff. And it was, my eyes were just like, oh, there's so many great, I didn't know Batman teamed up with Plastic Man, and stuff like that. So it was just added to the fun, man. I really enjoy that. And of course, I loved Jim Apato's art. I loved Neil Adams' art, Nick Cardy's art on it as well. So, I mean, great stuff. It really is. The Jackson Worker says he's laughing at Graphic Man now. Gray Man says, I was planning to make Von Hammer's first story into a video on my channel soon. Oh, cool beans. I have to be on the lookout for that. That would be very cool. I'm always fascinated by anything to do with Enemy Ace. So absolutely. Eric K says, I like Captain Savage. Trying to slowly complete that series. Underappreciated series. Yeah, I thought so. I think there's only 16, 18 issues, I think. Something like that. 15 issues, maybe? No, it can't be. Whoops. Now I'm knocking my seat down here. So, yeah, I know there's not many issues. And I don't think they're very pricey yet. Because they haven't made a movie or a TV show, or somebody hasn't mentioned him in Hollywood yet, type of thing, So, but yeah, absolutely. It's an underappreciated series. I agree with you, Eric. Gray Man says, I have a story and article from GI Combat 178 coming on my channel tonight. Oh, cool beans. Cool beans. I'm not sure the significance of 178. Is that that can't be the first appearance of Haunted Tank, because I think it's earlier than that. So, Gray Man, let us know what the significance of GI Combat 178. I'm probably the only one that doesn't know. So definitely, throw that out there so I'll be in the know. Cougar Comics is with us. Hey, Cougar Comics, great to have you with us, sir. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday here with us. Hope you're having a great Memorial weekend. He says, hello, doctor. Looking mighty spry. Yes, sir. We're awake and bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this morning. So the sunshine was up, coming through the windows. I love it when it's like that. I hate those gloomy mornings. So, yes, sir. We're doing all right. Glad you're here, sir. And Maranya says, hello to you, Cougar. And Hippies Collectible says, Cougar, holy moly, he says. Ranger Sly, howdy nuts and peanuts. Hey, Ranger Sly. Great to have you with us, sir. I have to apologize to you especially because I know you're a big Western fan. I could not find my Western box this morning, so I've only got a short stack of Westerns, but I'll be showing them next. So stick around, my friend. Here we go. Wet the whistle again. Oh, thank you so much. Michael Taylor says, very cool, Weird War Tales giant. Yeah, I like that. Whenever I find a giant, I love, you know me, I love the square bounds, so especially those silver and bronze age square bounds, man. They're just too cool for school. As I remember those, being very, very important to me as a kid. When those type of books come out, the 100-page spectaculars, the 80-page giants, or just the regular giants, even the saddle stitch 48 pagers and 52 pagers and stuff like that, they were just chock full of stories that of characters that I've never seen or stories that I'd never read before. So it was always a learning experience, and I just love those things to death. I know my partner, Shannon, loves them just as much too, man. Cougar Comics says, hi, Tom. Triple P says, I'm trying to collect all the Weird War tales. I started with the Creature Commandos a few years ago and then been adding more since. Yeah, that Creature Commando, the first appearance or whatever, that's gone up in price since they've announced they were going to do, what is it, a cartoon, I believe it is. And they did do a cartoon at one point, one of those showcase ones. It was with, I believe, Sergeant Rock and the Creature Commandos. And I can't remember which movie it was attached to, which animated movie, DC animated movie it was attached to, but I know I've seen the cartoon. So yeah, I imagine it's getting a little pricey on some of those issues. I pick them up when I can find them, especially if I can find them in the 50-cent or dollar bin. Yeah, pick them up all day long. Absolutely. I don't have a whole lot of them, but they're on my radar when I see them. Maranya says, howdy, Ranger. Rod said his box of Westerns got rustled. Yeah, that's right. And there was some thought that maybe you, Ranger, had come down and absconded with him, but I don't believe that to be the case. Tempest from Mars says, there's a 3-part story in that Battle Classics that ends in 2 parts. There you go. Yes, that's a oh, I can't reach it now. I put it way over there. Classic stuff, man. Just classic stuff. It's so, when you're reading that book, you're as old as I am or whatever. And while I wasn't probably collecting at that time, I might have been. I can't remember exactly when it came. Net 65, maybe 66. So I wouldn't have been collecting till like 67, I think it is. And but just the fact that those stories, that was like the first meeting of all those. So it was a big deal at that time, And it just, when I pick up stuff like that and read it, you really appreciate how much it meant in the time period. You know what I mean? I find that for a lot of the comics, and especially in the Silver Age and Bronze Age of my collection, that the books, I've said them before, each book's come with a story. And I don't mean the story between the covers. Usually it comes with a story of where I got it, how I got it, who got it for me, or who I got it from, what store I bought it from, where I was, what state I was in, what country I was in. Because I actually have bought comics up in Canada when I'd go to my uncle's farm up there in the summertime as a kid. So, all right, I'm rambling. I'm sorry. Hippie's Collectible says, long time no see. Hope you're doing well, he says. Ranger Sly says, howdy, Maranya. And Hippie's Collectible says, what? No Howling Commando? Got some coming. I got a whole stack right here, Hippie. Got a whole stack right here, brother. So, yes, there are some coming. Mike Taylor says, very cool books, Doc. Thank you so much, Michael. Appreciate that, sir. Cheap Comic Collector, he says, great covers. I don't think I've seen the war showcase issues before. Yeah, there's only a handful of them, and a handful of the war-related ones in Brave and the Bold as well. I'm just trying to pick up those Brave and the Bolds. They have so much. My goal for Brave and the Bold is I want to own one of the Viking Prince stories. I want to get where he's on the cover. It's like down in the I think it's the low 20s, mid to low 20s, I think, maybe even into the teens. But some had Robin Hood, Silent Night. But I want to get a Viking Prince. They had some really cool Viking Prince cover ones, but we'll see. Maybe someday. Maranya says, someone, I'm not saying who, Jackson, said, you rustled them, that owl hoot. Uh-oh, look out. Here we go. Michael Taylor saying, speaking of cookies, I happen to have some with me. Did you bring enough for the whole class? I'd like some cookies. And the Geeky Puppet Show. If you ever need a co-host, I'm your frog. Until then, I'll be uploading more Justice League, Batman, and Superman readings. All right. If you get a chance, check out the Geeky Puppet Show. They are Friday and Sunday nights, 8:15 and 9:30-ish. And then Saturday mornings at 9:30 in the morning. And Mondays at 10 p.m. at night. So definitely check them out and jump in. They'd love to have you jump in and read. Absolutely. It's a fun time. Fun. The Jackson Roy Kirk, Frog in the Morning. I don't think anyone's ready for that, he says. Uh-oh. He was going to say something, but I don't know. Maybe he thought better of it. Or maybe it's just coming up after this. Maranya says, Froggy, hop to it. Rod, put the frog on as a co-host. There we go. And what do we got? We got Geeky Puppet Joe saying, I just got back from grocery shopping. Aha. Yeah, we had to do that the other day, man. And you don't get as much groceries as you used to for your money, man. I come out of there and it costs what? And all we got is what? Some milk and bread and holy mackerel. Hebe's Collectibles, pluck your magic twanger, Froggy. Magic twanger? What the devil's that? Oh my gosh. Oh, Michael Taylor says, Maranya, Doc knows who you're talking about. Knows. Gotcha. Mr. Gil Kane. Ha ha. Rob Brown says, oh, I forgot. Speaking of Western comics, my son picked me up a really nice Johnny Thunder, Johnny Quest. Johnny Thunder, #1 from DC. That must be the Bronze Age or a late silver, right? There was 3 issues of that? Johnny Thunder, 1, 2, and 3. Yes, sir. Good stuff. I'm trying to get another Johnny Thunder from All Star Westerns. They had some really good Johnny Thunder covers on his cover section, in All Star Westerns. And I was hoping to show some today, but what the devil was that? Oh, I might have one here. Well, I thought I did, but it's not there. It's not there. That would be too much to ask. That I was somewhat organized. So he said, beautiful art. Yes, sir. I agree with you. It is beautiful art. Geeky Puppet Show says, remember to subscribe to your favorite puppet channel where we read all your favorite classic Silver Age comics every Friday night through Monday night. So, yes, sir, Bob. Definitely check them out and take part in it. You won't regret it. It's a lot of fun. Maranya says, cool beans, Rob. There we go. Rob Brown says, kind of looks like a Frazetta cover. Yes, sir. And Maranya says, oh, she's giving the Geeky Puppet Show the link to it. Subscribe to the Geeky Puppet Show here. There we go. And the Jackson Roykirk, that is one furious kitten on Cougar Comics Avatar. Hippies Collectibles, Haunted Tank and GI. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. It was 87. Did it? I thought I saw it 187. Okay. All right. So that's what I was thinking. I knew it wasn't going to be 187. I think it was. Yeah. Okay. So I was on there. I was on. Okay, that's pretty cool because that's another book that I'm trying to eventually get, but it's going up in price like all of them. Eric K says Captain Savage ran 19 issues. There we go. I just looked it up. He says, yeah, I knew it wasn't too many of them, so it's very, very doable if anybody's interested in collecting it. I don't think it's going to break your bank account, so definitely. Maranya says, danger mittens with those claws of doom, Jackson. Grayman says, no real significance, just a war tale drawn by Rick Estrada and an article about him that I put into a video film. Oh, cool. Cool beans. All right. Definitely everybody check that out when he posts it. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much, Grayman. All right. Maranya says she's ready for some more comics. So here we go. Let's see. I'm going to get the Western ones out. I got a little stack, but we got some Kid Cult Outlaw, number 143, with the special appearance by the mysterious Black Rider. Is a Severin cover. Very nice. And we got a Two Gun Kid, number 84. He says, here it is, the sight you've never expected to see. The Two Gun Kid defeated. So, there we go. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, we got some Outlaw Kid. I don't know where my 1 and 2 went, but maybe they're somewhere in there. I probably took them out for something else and forgot to put them in. But we start here with number 3 of the Outlaw Kid. Number 4. Trying to see if that way, be able to see it that way. Let's see. Here's number 5, Last Train to Boot Hill. Dun, dun, dun. I just love pretty much all things Western, Old West, man. Here we go with number 10. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe this was a gift to me from Dr. Von Chilla. And yes, I was correct, because I just looked on the back and there's his stamp. So, the origin of the Western Kid, of the Outlaw Kid. And there's his little stamp right there. And he got me interested in doing that. So now I put stamps. The way I'm doing it is I put stamps on all the books that I know I bought off the rack as a kid. So it's mostly my silver. There's only a few silver that I still have because they got thrown out twice on me. My collection of Silver Age got thrown out twice on me as a kid. But most of the bronze that I have, Avengers and Captain America, Hulk, Thor, all those major Marvels and DC stuff, I put my stamp on. And any books that I gift away, I put my stamp on as well. But it's because of Dr. Von Chilla that I never even crossed my mind about doing something like that till he did it. I saw him do it and So I enjoy doing that. It's number 14 with a picture frame cover. That's for Shannon because he's collecting all those picture frames. I can't remember how many he told me. He told me how many there were. I thought collecting the go-go checks from DC was a lot, but I believe he's got far more picture frame covers to collect than I do on the go-go checks, the total of go-go checks. So here we go with number 16. And number 22. And number 26. An Outlaw Kid number 30. Oh, what happened? The guy shot his mask off? Oh my gosh. His shot ripped my mask off. He knows who I am. That's a pretty good shot if he could shoot his mask off. Especially sideways. Wow. And now we got some red wolf. There we go. We start with number 3 here. That's a pretty cool cover. I like the way that the coloring was done on this. And I was looking to see if that was, no, I believe it's Shores. Uh-huh. Uh-oh. Just saying. Uh-oh. What do you think? Is that worthy of an appreciation? I really like this cover. And there we go. That was for all the Gil Kane aficionados. So this right here is a nice Gil Kane cover. Number 5 of Red Wolf. It's actually, yeah. So very cool indeed. So there we go. And we got number 6. The Bronze Age Beauty. I love it. And to round out the Western ones, I don't think I have any Western ones right handy on here. No, I don't. I do not. Oh, there. Oh no, Adam. Oh, there we go. You stay right there and guard Rudolph. There we go. We got number 9. Dun, 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 dun. And as you can just see, I just pulled out my number 1. I don't know where number 2 went. But here's number 1 of Red Wolf. And I like that, the way they colored this. That's just very, very cool. Another picture frame for Shannon. We go, brother. So, all right, there we go. And again, I apologize to everybody who might have tuned in wanting to see more Westerns. I have no excuses. I just didn't get down here in the week to find them. And I tore the place apart this morning, and not so much luck. So, all right. How about some Sergeant Fury real quick? We'll just show a handful, and then I got a bunch more after that for the next round. Let's see, where are we? Oh my gosh, it's already 20 past. I'm talking too much. I gotta show some more books. Here we go with number 6 of Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos, The Fangs of the Fox. Here's number 7 with the Court Martial of Sergeant Fury. Is number 8, The Death Ray of Dr. Zemo. An early Zemo. And I can't remember, because it's been a long time, if that is Baron Zemo or if it was a relation to Baron Zemo. I think it was Baron Zemo. So here we go with number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Dun, dun, dun. Number 10. On to Okinawa. Dick Ayers and George Russo. Here we go with number 11, The Crackdown of Captain Flint. This was on the racks in August 11, 1964. On the spinner rack and mag racks around the country. Here we go with number 12, like this cover. If you're not a fan of the floating heads, you're not going to like this cover. But I just like this cover. So. And we'll leave off with this one here that everybody knows. I'm sure you guys all have it in your collections as well. Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos, number 13, with a special guest appearance by none other than Captain America and Bucky. So, there we go. We'll put you guys back here. All righty. All right, let's get back into the peanut gallery and see what's popping. Maranya, thank you once again for providing. Whoops. Oh, man. Don't knock that stuff over. Come on now. Don't damage the goodies. Ho. Okay. All right. Thank you once again, Maranya, for providing me my starting point. Appreciate that as always. Grayman says, so many runs I want to have all of and so little cash to buy them and space to store them. I feel your pain, Grayman. I feel your pain, man. There is just every time, even when just me and Shannon are talking, sometimes he'll show me stuff that he has, you know, or just picked up or something. And it's just like, oh, man, I got to write that down, you know, add that to the list. And it's just amazing. And like you say, you know, so little cash, you know, to buy them, and space, which is another real big issue for me, space to put them in. Yeah. So I'm right there with you, Gray Man. I think a lot of us collectors are. Eric K says, ain't that the truth, Gray Man? There we go. See? Absolutely. And Gray Man says, Gray Man, I want to eat some Frosties. There you go. Like Tony the Tiger. They're great. Hibby's Collectible says, okay, you are forgiven. Sergeant Fury. Yes, there we go. There we go. I told you you'd have some for you, Tom. I got more. I got some more coming. Hopefully I'll be able to have some time to show them. We'll see. I'm thinking I might. Eric K says, laugh out loud. I was gurring at my typo. Yeah, I got you there. Jackson Roykirk says, Gray Man? Gray Man. I like that. Yes, Gray Man. I think, whoops, come on. My fat fingers won't work on the mouse. There we go. All right, Ranger Sly, neighbor to the north. He says Frosties. How is that? How Frosted Flakes are called? What how they're called in the UK, Gray Man? Frosties. I'm thinking they probably are. Tony the Tiger, baby. Geeky Puppet Show says, speaking of reading, when will Dr. Silverage grace us with his presence on Sunday night reading? I don't know. It's tough because most Sunday nights I'm in bed somewhat early unless there's a wrestling pay-per-view on. Like there is this Sunday night. AEW's got their pay-per-view. Was it Double or Nothing on Sunday night? So I'll be hanging out with my daughter, watching that, probably munching on some pizza. So, but I'll get back. I plan on. I haven't forgotten you guys. I check you guys out. I'm on there watching. The Gray Man says, yes, Ranger Sly. I guess that is the case. Tony the Tiger sells them. Yes. Cool beans. Hippies Collectible says Magic Twanger. Andy Devine Show. Andy's Gang. Oh, I did not know it. See, now Andy Devine, I know who he is from some old movies. But he's just a little before my time. So I'm not aware of his show, Andy's Gang. I've never seen it. Is there any episodes like on YouTube available? I'm sure there probably will be. They got everything on YouTube. So the Magic Twanger, is that like a mouth harp type of? That's what I picture. Magic Twanger. I picture a mouth harp, what they used to call the mouth harp. They called it something else. I can't remember what the other name was, but type of thing. I'm wondering if that's what it is. Great Man says, Lady Lisa proves how unladylike she is by laughing her head off about Magic Twangers. She's a naughty girl. Oh no. Ranger Sly says, in any case, I'm sure they're right. Absolutely. Geeky Puppet Show says, we still need Hippie for a Hawkman reading. Is that Hippie or Hawk or Higgy? Which one do you mean? Probably both. It would be cool to have them both on there. Maranya says, you mean Higgy Pop Froggy? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because he's the Hawkman aficionado. Geeky Puppet Shows, oh well, he can read with us too. Hippies Collectible says, I think you mean Higgy, Hawkman's twin brother. There you go. Jackson Roykirk says, you mean yours isn't magical, Gray? Why am I not surprised? Uh-oh. Oh. Moving right along. The Geeky Puppet Show says, I thought Hippie was Higgy's brother. Hippies Collectible says, but I do a really good Bugs Bunny. Laughing out loud about it. Absolutely. He's still laughing. Hey, Tempest from Mars says, the two-gun kid defeated by someone with one gun. The shame. Oh, the shame. Absolutely. Hang your head, do the walk of shame. Michael Taylor says, very cool, Outlaw Kid number 5. Yes, sir. Very cool indeed. Thank you. Tempest from Mars says, I stamp my comics, the front cover, the splash page, the center pages, and the back page, just so I know, he says. Fully stamped. There you go. Awesome. Michael Taylor says, Dr. Fives has a cool system on how he labels his childhood books. I think I remember him saying that. Was it him that puts the stickers on? Certain color sticker on. If I'm maybe it's not him that I'm thinking of. Jackson Roykirk says, I stamp the books that I give away. People send them back. Oh, no, no, no. He's got such a sad face in it. Oh. Tempest from Mars. Ha, Jackson, he's laughing. Rob Brown says, love that Red Wolf character. Yes, it was a very cool character indeed. I agree, Rob Meister. Easy Comic Reader says, I stamp mine with Dorito stains on each page. Well, I'm sure if you go through and look at some of my Bronze Age, I think there'll be some pages stamped with, what is it? Not Cheetos dust, but the next best thing. It was cheese doodles. That's what they call them up here. Cheese doodles, puffed cheese things. But the orange stuff, the orange cheese dust comes off, and I'm sure more than one are stamped with that from my fingerprints on there. Eric K says, laughing a lot at Easy's comment. Yes, sir. Maranya says, the great one, baby. Yeah. There we go. We got Gil Kane in there. Tempest from Mars says, he's laughing at Easy's. Triple C says, love my Marvel Westerns and Charlton's Billy the Kid. That's mostly what my older brothers had that they wouldn't let me read as a kid. Oh, and you know what? I probably could have pulled some out of my Charlton box. Where did I put my Charlton box? Oh, no, I think it's over there. Yeah, it's down. Oh, man, everything is so hard to get to. Doggone. I got to make it more user-friendly. You know, I just got so much stuff and so, like Gray Man said, so much stuff and not enough place to store it. So, Geeky Puppet Show says, finally, the great one has returned. Hail to Gil Kane. Graphic Man. Oh, I'm having a seizure. What happened? He says. Oh, no. Jackson Roykirk says, Gil Kane lives. Michael Taylor says, very cool, Red Wolf number 9. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that, Michael. And Jackson Roykirk says, just so many comics in that room. I wish I had that problem. Oh, man, I'm telling you. It's funny when I stop and think about it, because to me, I've just been buying comics all my life, But when I actually sit down and think, man, I've been buying them and holding on to them since like 67. That's what? That's 33 plus another 24. 33 plus 24. So what's that? 57? 57 years? I've been buying oh my God. Then it hits you, like a heavy weight on you. It's like, wow, I've been doing this hobby and reading these funny books for 57 years. Wow. Unbelievable. But I love it, man. I just love it. Like I said, I can pull out any book and most of the time I can tell you the story behind how I got it and whatnot. And it's just the memories that come with them and just the nostalgia of enjoying them so much as a kid. I'm sure all of you have that feeling as well, so hence the reason for the name of this show, Comic Book Memories, man. So Eric K says, me too, Jackson. Michael Taylor says, very cool Western stock. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it, sir. Hippies Collectible says, number 13. Yes, love that issue. Yes, sir. Geeky Puppet Show says, I've decided to bring Monday Night Moon Knight. It's time for the Moon Knight to make his presence known. Tune in Monday nights at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Eastern for Moon Knight reading. Cool beans. Excuse me. Geeky Puppet says, bring back. There we go. Bring back Moon Knight. Michael Taylor says, very cool Howling Commandos, Doc. Again, thank you, Michael. Appreciate that, sir. Diabetic Superman, great to have you with us, sir. Hope you're having a great Saturday and a great start to your holiday weekend. Thank you for spending part of it with us. Paul S. says, hey, Doc, is that the Earth 2 Robin that I see in the background? Yes, it is. Where do you see it? It's over here. Yes, it is. It is part of the Crisis on Infinite Earth series that they put out, and I can't remember when. It's not anything to do with the recent animated movie, even though it is the same from the same book supposedly. But yes, I love that costume. Always liked it. I liked his original costume as well. That looks like Batman's with the R on the bat insignia and his yellow cape. But this is I like bright colors, man. And there you go. That's right. So you got some good eyes back there. Good eyes. Hey, Maranya says, hey there, DS. How are you and Shadow doing? Man, you got a good memory, Maranya. I forgot. It's Kitten Shadow. Very cool. Yes, we want to know. Hippies Collectibles. I think there are some Andy's gang on YouTube. Froggy the Gremlin, known for his magical powers and ability to solve problems with a single twang of his magic twanger. Okay. I'm gonna look one of those up because I want to be in the know. I like that. Cool beans. Thank you so much, Tom. Appreciate that. And I'm gonna hunt that down. In fact, I want to write that down on my little pad of paper right here. Andy's gang. Magic Twanger. Magic Twanger on YouTube. Cool beans. All right. Thank you so much, Tom. Appreciate it. Diabetic Superman says, we're doing good, Maranya. And Hippies Collectibles says he's laughing out loud at Michael. Eric K says, greetings, Diabetic Superman. And Michael Taylor says, do the hippie higgy. The hippie shake. Hippies Collectibles, he's chuckling about it. Diabetic Superman says, hey, Eric. Doc, yes, that's Dr. Five's system. I thought it was him that I saw him talking about it, putting different colored stickers on. That's a cool way to do it, actually. I like that. Swagda, how you doing, Swag? Great to have you with us, sir. Thanks for spending part of your Saturday and Memorial weekend with us. He says, hello, you great people, and a big hello to you, sir. And he's waving, so we give the big wave back. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. Maranya says hello to Swag. And Mastodon Comics is with us as well. Hey, Mastodon. Great to have you with us, sir. He says, hey, Rod. Hey, right back at you. Hope you're having a great Memorial weekend. And Maranya says, hey there, Mastodon. And Grayman says, don't you just hate it when you take a comic from 1966 out of its bag for the first time and the corner of the cover falls off? Ooh, ouch, ouch, ouch. I've had that happen, and I've had the tape pull happen too. So then I saw Captain Strangelove, and he does what I call the captain's loop. I named it after him, where you fold down the piece of tape so that it won't catch now. So I've learned that. So, but yes, that is a tragedy indeed. Mastodon, he's waving to Maranya. And Michael Taylor says, Doc, 57. Wow, yeah, I just realized it was 57. I was thinking close to 50, but I didn't think it was that far. My math is terrible, but yeah, 57 years, man. Wow. I'm sure some of you out there have been collecting longer than that. So, I mean, just much respect for that. Much respect. And Swagda says, hey, Maranya, how are you? He says. And the Jackson Roarkirk, he's saying, hey to Swagda. And Maranya saying, doing good, thanks. How about you, Swag? She says. And the Jackson Roarkirk says, hey, Mastodon and music, comics and music. Mastodon says, is anyone in the chat going to Heroes Con? Where is that? When is that coming up? I know I won't be going, but let us know when that's happening. Mastodon says, Jackson, fist bump. Hope you are doing well, sir, he says. Swagda says, hey, Jackson, with a big wave. And Eric K says, I am Mastodon. My wife and a close friend and his wife are going. I am. Duh. I am Mastodon. Okay, if I put a pause in there, then it sounds right. Sorry about that, Eric. He says, I am Mastodon. My wife and a close friend and his wife are all going. So there's a bunch of them going. Awesome. Very cool. Mastodon says, awesome, man. He says, awesome. Maybe we will run into each other there, Eric. Okay. Cool beans. Fun time. Yes, sir. Michael Taylor says, speaking of Moon Knight, I thought the show was pretty good. I enjoyed the show. My thing is I want superhero action. I want a lot of superhero action from my superhero shows. So I would have liked a little bit more, but I thought it was okay for what it was. I agree with you. Paul S. says, so Doc, when are we going to do a JSA Saturday? I don't know. We got to get together and do one, Paul. I got to come over and check the comic stock. Maybe see what I can do. But let's see. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll run that by Shannon, and because I know he's as big a JSA fan as I am. You all know he is a tremendous JSA fan. Maybe we could set that up. We'll figure it out. We'll set up do a show on the JSA. We'll have we can have some action figures. We can have some other toys. We can have the comics, obviously. So yeah, I think that's a cool idea. I'm going to write that right down. JSA show. Talk to Shannon. I know I won't have to, twist his arm at all for him to want to do a show on the JSA. So absolutely good idea. Thank you very much for that, Paul. Appreciate it, sir. Eric K says, are you going to all 3 days, Mastodon, at the Comic-Con? Heroes Con? I am, though I plan to do some other things in the Charlotte area as well. Cool beans. Jackson Roykirk says, oh, that would be cool, Paul. Yeah, I'm liking that. Geeky Puppet Show. And if anybody else has any ideas of stuff that you'd like to see us do, don't be afraid to throw them out there because we love the ideas. Absolutely. So, Geeky Puppet Show says, Michael's been checking out my magical twacker. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Michael Taylor says, sometimes Robin Cape would be yellow and green in the Golden Age comics. That would be the regular or our Earth or whatever the Robin. I don't remember it being green. But then again, I don't have any Golden Age comics with Batman and Robin in them. So that's cool to know, though. I like that. Now I want to go find some of those. Not to buy because I couldn't afford them. Maranya says, my innocent eyes, Froggy. Michael Taylor says, geeky. He's laughing out loud. He's laughing so hard he's crying. He's showing there. Jay Lucian. Hey, Jay. Great to have you with us, sir. He says, Doc or Howler? Howler or Doc? Screw it. I'm watching both. Oh, is Howler Mouse on? Oh, man. Well, I definitely have to go check him out. If you're watching this, then definitely check him out afterwards. If not, check him out, and you can check us out afterwards. Howler is awesome. I love Tim. He's he got me hooked on Astro City comics, and he got me hooked on the Goon comics, and he got me hooked on Robinson's Starman run that I'm still collecting. So a lot of fun. I assume that's who you're talking about is Howler Mouse. So I hope I'm right. Mastodon says, the Gray Man, how are you doing, my friend? And Jackson Roykirk says, Jay. Jay says, Jackson. Maranya says, hey there, Jay. And Jay says, Maranya. And Gray Man says, not bad, thanks, Mastodon Comics and Music. And Hippie's Collectible says, bought my first comic with my own money, 1960. Wow, man. Awesome, man. So that's easy math. So that's 64 years, right? So 40 years plus 24. So that's 64 years. Unbelievable, Hippie. Unbelievable, man. Cool beans. Mike Taylor says, I use Captain's tape trick. Clever. Yeah, it works. I call it, like I said, the Captain's loop. That's what I call it. So, Gray Man says, apart from the corner of my comic cover falling off. Uh-oh. No, no, no. Eric K says, Heroes Con is in 3 weeks in Charlotte. Great collectors convention. Oh, cool. Will you be taking any video, Eric? I want to see some video. Or how about you, Mastodon? Will you be showing some video from there? He says Heroes Con is June 14th through the 16th in Charlotte. We'd love to see some video footage. Absolutely. Eric K says, Rod, I sold my entire comic collection when I was 40, thinking I was done with it. 10 years later, I got back into it, and 7 years later, I have not looked back. It's just, I know there are plenty of people in the world that don't have any feeling one way or the other for comics. Yeah, they might have read them when they were a kid, but they didn't, for whatever, didn't stay with it or whatever. It was just, passing part of their youth. But doggone, I just can't imagine life without comic books. I really can't. I mean, it's been such an integral part of my childhood, my upbringing, my life, and it's just, it's funny when you really stop and think about it, just how much of an impact this hobby has had on, I think in myself, how much this hobby has had an impact on my life. I mean, it's just, and thank goodness for YouTube, because I've gotten to meet so many great people that have the same passion and the same nostalgic feeling and the same memories that I share with them over this hobby. It's just so much fun. I wish we'd have had YouTube in the 70s. Can you imagine that? Oh my gosh. Oh, that would have been so much fun. We'd have been all connecting all over the place, and then grown up. That would have been grown up by the 80s. And then I would have been able to travel and meet some of you folks. I would have loved to have been able to do that. At this point in my life, traveling is kind of hard. So I don't travel out too far beyond the borders of Maine and New Hampshire. So, but it's just, this hobby is just meant so much to me, and provided me with so much happiness, so much friendship, just tremendous. Just doing this. I look forward to it every Saturday, every Sunday. So, but thank you all so much for being here each week. I greatly appreciate it, man. So, Mastodon says, oh, Howler's on too. I'll swing over and wave at him in his chat. There you go. Say hi to me. Say hi for me. Mastodon, probably already over there back. But if anybody goes over there, tell him I said hi, and I'll have to check out his video later on as soon as I get off there. Let's see. Mastodon says, yes, I will be there all 3 days. I'll be hanging out in a bunch of with a bunch of Florida and Georgia crew. Oh, cool beans, cool beans. Diabetic Superman says, I have 3 short boxes of JSA family comics. Cool. Wow. I don't know how. I love, there's so many series. There's never enough, but there were so many JSA series that were really super cool. I really enjoy that. I'd love to be able to pull those out if I could find them. Oh, Mike Taylor says, I hope Night Tiger does another battle with Cap. It was fun. I voted, but there was a lot of hard decisions. Yeah, it was. That was a blast. I had a ball, and it was just fun, just plain fun, And it was strictly for bragging rights. That's it. You know, it was just fun. And they gave away some great books as well. I got to see a ton of books that I've never, ever seen and will never, ever own. That's for sure. So it was just fun to watch. And yeah, you're right, Michael. There were a lot of hard decisions to make. And it was a lot of fun, though. Mastodon says, Tim just went off the air. Oh, no. Okay. I'll definitely be checking him out. Eric K says, cool, Mastodon. I live in Florida, but work for a company in Georgia. There you go. Jackson Roykirk says, yeah, technical difficulties. Uh-oh. And Jay Lucian says, yes, you are, but Howler is having StreamYard issues. Oh, no. I know what that's like. Unfortunately, most of mine isn't on StreamYard's problem. It's mostly operator error on my part. So, all right, Jackson Roykirk says, Jay. Oh, wait, let's not start that again. And Maranya, she got up the pause line there. So, all right, I'm going to show some more comics, and then I'm going to jump right into my new stuff. So I'll have time before we're off. So let's see, what do I got here? We'll show some more Sergeant Fury. How's that? Okay. We'll show them. I'll show. What is that one? 24. Okay. All right. Here we go. We'll put this down. Okay. Here we go. We left off with number 13 with Captain America. Here we go with number 14. Blitzkrieg. Dun, dun, dun. Here's number 15. This was on the rack December 10th, 1964, baby. Imagine that. This book has been around since 1964. Unbelievable. I love this cover. Love this cover. Number 16. Here we go. I put a note on the back because I got this off of eBay. Note from the seller. Once in a while, you meet a seller that's not just in it for, to sell their collection type of thing, or just in it for the money. They said, greetings. Thank you for giving Sergeant Fury a great place for some R&R. Hope it is a copy that meets your expectations. As Stan would say, Excelsior. Yeah, best wishes, and they signed it. This fellow's name was Grant. So I mean, that's nice when you're able to connect with somebody who's selling books like that. They really appreciate it. You can tell they have a passion for it. So it just makes this book a little more special, So very cool indeed. Here's number 17. While the jungle sleeps. The lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the quiet jungle. All right, number 19. An eye for an eye. Looks like the Red Baron's playing right there. Number. Oh, this one's out of place. Here we go. Number 24. Got to rebag this one. Number 25. Every man my enemy. And now I got some the square bound king size annuals. Here we go with number 1. And this is all the way from July 1st, 1965. Got 3 stories in it. Cool beans. Here is number 2 from 1966. Whoops. How about that? I'm looking through my thing. Come on now. There we go. All right. Much better. Very cool. Hopefully this one didn't screw up, so I'll show it again in case my camera was screwing up. So it's number 1. So number 1 and 2. All right, here is king size special number 3. And my memory probably was messed up because I have another one. I don't know why I would have 2, but I got 2. All right, here is number 4. Battle of the Bulge. June 11th, 1968. Here is number 6. I have number 5. That was the last one I picked up, but do you think I know where it is? Of course, it's not where it should be, in between number 4 and number 6. But here's number 6. Nice cover on this one. It's very cool. May 19th, 1970. John Severin cover. And number 7, king size special. Sergeant Fury and his Holland Commandos. Sergeant Fury versus Baron Strucker. Armageddon. I'm getting out of here. That's what I'm doing. All right. Okay. I'm going to share some cool stuff with you. At least I think it's cool. I hope you guys think it's cool as well. I'll start off with the. You want me to start off with comics or toys? Let's start off with some things. Okay. At the mall, FYE was going out of business. And when they were going out of business, I went in, picked up a couple of different things. But I picked up this, which is cool. The Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. This is cool. This has got all the first 7 episodes of it, where they kind of introduce each of them individually. I really liked this version of the Avengers cartoons. It was very cool. The Hulk, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the Hulk in this particular, his episode, he dealt with the Absorbing Man, which is my favorite Marvel villain. So that was pretty cool. Okay. Oh, you guys remember I was I'd been lamenting the fact that I missed out on the Blue Beetle Superpowers figures from I believe McFarlane Toys here. Well, I was able to find one, and I don't think they're here in the chat in the Peanut Gallery today. I believe it was Scotty. I can't remember what Z60 or something like that. Scotty Z60. He told me to check GameStop. Well, there was a GameStop at the mall we go to where we get our coffee and whatnot. Well, I went over there. Sure enough, there was one. But I had already ordered one off of eBay. But this was there. I picked it up. So now I've got 2. One of them is going to be busted open and put in the bug, as you can see right there. That's the Blue Beetle bug. So I'm going to be able to put him out and display him in that somewhere, because I got to have that. So very cool. And thank you, Scotty Z70 or Z60. I can't remember your full name properly, but I couldn't believe there was one there. I really couldn't. So that was cool. All right. Speaking of the Superpowers action figure line, I picked up this little thing. I talked about maybe doing it, and then I finally went and pulled the trigger on it, and that is the invisible plane. I know you can't see it, but it's there. The invisible plane for a Wonder Woman figure. Now, I guess I got to find a Wonder Woman superpowers figure to put in there. But that's pretty cool. There we go. We can show the back. There we go. Come on. There we go. So that was pretty neat. These toys that they're putting out, McFarlane Toys, I mean, they're doing a bang up job on them. I'm loving it. I am loving it. So, all right. What else did I pick up? Okay. I was going through the supermarket the other day, me and the missus getting some groceries. And you know how they, in the supermarkets, they have these little displays of toys for the kids that, you know, when they go through like the cereal aisle, it's like, oh, look at that, I want that. Well, I found this. When I was a kid, Super Balls, the rubber Super Balls, were a big deal. If you had a Super Ball, man, you were a cool kid. You know, we used to bounce them against the school building, you know, and you try and catch them and stuff like that. So if you had a Super Ball, some of them were big at the time too. You were one of the cool kids. I never had a Super Ball, but I do now. I've got like 5 of them here with different Avengers superheroes in them. You got Iron Man, and there's a Hulk one down here, so that was a natural one. Get Captain America. Who else we got? Black Widow. Who is that? Thor? Yep, Thor down here. Doesn't look like Thor though. Oh yeah, it does. Okay. So yeah, it was only, what was it, a couple bucks. So I picked those up. Those will go right up here on the pegboard. Okay. All right. I'm saving the 2 coolest toys for last. I just picked this up off of eBay. Slowly trying to collect the limited collector's editions by DC, their tabloid editions. You know, I picked up Ghosts, which is one I didn't have. So very cool indeed. Got a little diorama in the back that you could put together. Just fun stories. The Crimson Claw. Dun, dun, dun. Just fun stuff. Look at that. Who did the artwork? Tony DeSanega. Look at that. That is cool. That is nice artwork right there. I think there's even a Neil Adams piece in here. Frank Redondo. I was looking for Neil Adams. Is that Jim Aparo? It doesn't tell you in the front. And if they don't sign their name to it. Art by Jerry Grandinetti. This looks like it might be Neil. Nope. Ernie Chan. Or Ernie Chua. Ernie Chua is what he was still calling himself then. So it's right there by my finger, right here. So yeah, I picked that up. I think that's pretty neat, and it's one of the oddball kind. I consider it an oddball issue of the limited collector's editions. All right, then I got a bunch of books. Let's see here, a bunch of books that I picked up recently. Okay, just trying to put them in somewhat of a order here. I got this one. One of the vendors sent me this as a freebie, so I don't know anything about it. Boombox 10th anniversary extravaganza. I have no idea what it's about. So I picked up this one here. It's a square bound. It's a Marvel 25 center. Number 13, Our Love Story. There you go, Mr. Breen. Sorry, hippie. But it's a square bound. So I try to pick up all the square bounds I can, 25 centers. I mean, it's just very cool. Very cool indeed. So, and it's got like some kind of a sticker on the cover right there. 20 cents plus tax, 21 cents. So, I don't know if anybody recognizes that stamp from any kind of a store that they've been to or anything, but so I picked that one up. Here we go with Marvel Premiere number 3. This is another one I've been wanting to get for a while. I have the 1 and 2 with the Defenders, if I'm not mistaken. Was it Defenders or is it Warlock? It might be Warlock. I think it might be Warlock. I can't remember for sure. But it's Doctor Strange. So, been wanting to get that one for a while and try to pick up the rest of his run in this series. And another series that I make inroads on when I can and when I have the chance and I come across them. This is goes with today's theme, War Comics. This is Our Fighting Forces, number 113, featuring Lieutenant Hunter's Hellcats. So this is one I needed. This is just outside of the Go-Go Checks run, if I'm not mistaken, on that series. And I think these two, oh, they got them together in one book. Oh, let's hope we don't have any. Okay, taking the tape right off. There we go. All right. This right here should put to bed this Bronze Age short series for me. I have 2. Let's see. This is, I'm going to show number 6 of Rima, the Jungle Girl. But I already had a number 6, if I'm not mistaken, which is good because if you look at this one got snipped on the corner there. So I think just up that upper corner. Anyway, so I think I already had one of those. So, but this one here, this is a really, really super nice copy for a black cover. This is number 2, and this is the last issue I needed. And this is like super. I mean, look at very little spine tick or anything like that on there. But I mean, this is cool. This puts to bed this series. So I'll have to get them all together and then I'll show them probably on here. Either that or do a quick clip type of thing. But look at that. That's pretty cool. List the artist. Nestor Redondo. I know my partner in crime is very big Nestor Redondo fan. So look at the stickers. Remember those? I wanted a Flash and Green Lantern one so bad. All I could find was Batman. That's all the stores around here. There was a couple of department stores that had them, but all I could find was Batman. And it's just like, no, man, I want Flash. I want Green Lantern. I want Hawkman. Remember those? I wonder if anybody's selling those on like eBay, if they've got any that aren't, haven't been used. Can you imagine that? Anyway. All right. So that's very cool. That puts to bed that series for me, that bronze series. And this puts to bed the 100-page super spectaculars for this series for me. They had like 5 or 6 issues of it. This is Unexpected, number 162. It's skeletons on the cover. So, very cool. I'm happy to take that off my 100-page spectacular quest list. Very cool indeed. And I won this in an auction. This is Rip Hunter number 16. Rip Hunter, Time Master. Very cool. Trying to piece together that run. And this one here, I'm not sure what issue number it is, so I have to open it up, take the tape off it. Okay. I'm going to bag it anyway, so that's going to be gone. Let's see. This is number 59. 59 of Strange Suspense Stories by Charlton. It's in well-loved condition, or as Higgy might say, whoa, condition. But hey, it's an issue I needed, and it's complete. So, very cool. Keep that. And this one I just got. It actually just came in the mail this morning, or probably yesterday afternoon. But I just picked it up this morning, and it is a Brave and the Bold number 33. I think this might be my earliest, or close to my earliest. I might have like 31, I think. But it's 33 with Cave Carson Adventures Inside Earth. So I'm slowly making inroads backwards. I have everything from, I think, 33, at least 33 on up now. So, and like I said, my goal is to get at least one of the books with a cover of Viking prints on it. So, but this is pretty cool. Been eyeballing this one for a while to try and get it. So, finally pulled the trigger on that one. Very cool. All right, that's it for the latest comics. It's 10 past 12. I'm working on it. I'm almost there. Okay. All right, I got 2 items here. I mean, I get excited on anything I buy, but I gotta say there was probably a little bit more excitement when I came upon number one of these, and then I saw the second one. Now, everybody knows I was on Graphic Man's show a week ago Wednesday, and we did Hanna-Barbera cartoon characters. And most of mine was pertaining to superheroes. Well, I was tooling around shortly after that on eBay, and I came across this BB. This is the Mighty Mightor Funko Pop. I mean, there we go. Whoops. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? There we go. The Mighty Mightor. He comes with a little club and everything. I mean, that is just too cool. That is just too cool. And as soon as I saw the Mightor, they got a Mightor. That's it. Hit that button. Buy it now. Buy it now. Buy it now. So very, very cool indeed. It says it's an NFT release, 2,000 pieces. So what does that mean? They've only made 2,000 of them, maybe? But I mean, it is just, you can see it better. Come on. There we go. I mean, that's just cool for anybody who loves the cartoon as much as I do. He hasn't been on TV, in a new cartoon or whatever since 1968. and they're still making merch from him. That just blows my mind. So I had to get that. I was just it was just too cool, man. And just when I think, it doesn't get any better than that, well, I scrolled down a little further and I found this one. My man, Birdman. Yeah, baby. Birdman. I mean, that's just, I didn't know they made them. And this one also says NFT release 2,000 pieces. So, but I mean, that's just too cool. What has he got in his hand? Oh, he's got like a little, like energy fireball, like his hand on his hand, like energy right there. It's like a ball of energy on his hand. But I mean, that's just, I'm as giddy as a school kid. I'm telling you, man. I was so psyched. And I mean, that's just too cool for me, you know. And any of you grew up on the Hanna-Barbera superhero cartoons from 66, 67, 68. I mean, these are just incredible little figures to have. I just love it. It's just so cool, you know. And luckily, I've got a wife who enables me. Thank goodness for her. She just smiles at me and just kind of gives me a wink, and it's like, okay, all right, I'm gonna hit the button. So anyway, so those are the little goodies that I wanted to show. All right, we'll jump back into the chat for one last time here. Thank you once again, Maranya, for the pause line. Appreciate it. Michael Taylor says, I think they did that with Robin's cape to blend in with certain backgrounds. Yeah, it might maybe to make it stand out or something so you'd be able to tell it was a cape and something. I'm not sure, but that's good to know. Cool beans. Eric K says, I might do some video. I will probably just text you pictures to you during the course of the day. Absolutely. Send me pictures, man. I want to see what you're picking up. I want to see. Inquiring minds want to know. Absolutely. Michael Taylor says, Batman, number 1. Robin's cape was green. Oh, cool. Batman, number 1. All right. I'm going to check that out because I don't remember seeing that. Always love finding out little factoids like that. Graphic Man says, Rod, I'm really digging that Superheroes Battles book behind you. What a great cover. Yeah, I think. And look at that giant Funko Pop behind him. Galactus with the Silver Surfer. It's like a humongo Funko Pop. But yes, I want to collect all the Fireside books. The first 5. I'll put it that way. The first 5. And this was the first of that quest right here. I want to get Origins of Marvel Comics. I want to get Son of Origins. I want to get Here Come, Bring on the Bad Guys, and Here Come the Women. I think that covers the first 5. So with that one. So yeah, absolutely, Mike. I'm right there with you, man. I love that. Michael Taylor says, amen, Rod. And Mastodon says, could you imagine the video quality of YouTube in the 70s? It would be like watching reruns of 50s TV. You're probably right, Mastodon. You're probably right, man. Graphic Man says, YouTube in the 70s? Check out my new Happy Days poster. Yes. Oh, that would be so much fun. Oh, I love it. Yeah, absolutely, Micah. Jay Lucian, he's laughing out loud at Jackson Roykirk. Jackson says, I show off the new Farrah Fawcett poster, but it's an after-hours stream. There you go. Yeah, I mean, everybody knows that famous Farrah Fawcett poster. Absolutely. you were a teenage boy, adolescent boy, you were growing up, you probably had that poster on the wall or wished you did. One or the other. Mastodon says, yeah, Sergeant Fury. I'll be trying to round out my run at Heroes. Those first 5 issues will be painful, though. Yeah, yeah. I've tried to get one of those first 5 issues before, or several of them. But boy, yeah, they're pricey, without a doubt. You can find them. I can find them in my price range, but they are beyond well loved most of the time. But good luck to you. Good luck to you, sir. I hope you you come home with 1 through 5 and not too much of a dent in your wallet. He says, you have 2 because why not? Yeah, well, most of the time it's because of my memory. That's the truth. So I just forget sometimes. And he's laughing. Yeah. And Hippie says, bring on the coolness. There we go. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoy them, man. Especially those Funko Pops. I know there are a lot of people that don't care for them. And I'm not heavily into them, you know. But I pick up any of the Hanna-Barbera superheroes. I've got Frankie. I've got 2 Space Ghosts. One a regular Space Ghost, and then one is a translucent one where he's supposed to be invisible. So I pick up those. I pick up the oddball, obscure characters. Like I got one of Spectre. I got one of the Green Hornet. I got one of the Phantom. Characters like that. I'm not into picking up every Superman and Batman, Wonder Woman one, you know. I just want the obscure character. I'm waiting for a Metamorpho one. I want a Metamorpho. I got a demon, the Etrigan, Etrigan the demon. I got one of him not too long ago, too. Very cool stuff. Geeky Puppet Show says, I just picked up Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos number 142 for only $2 at my shop. There you go. Nothing wrong with that, man. $2. $2. I want my $2. Mike Taylor says, very cool. Howling Commandos, king size. Thank you very much, Michael. Appreciate it. Love those square bounds, man. Geeky Puppet Show says, it's a reprint of issue 47. All right. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. Swagda says, I used to watch that cartoon so much. Cool beans. Love it. Love it. Love it. Higgy Pop says, awesome Blue Beetle rod. Thank you, sir. Like I said, now I've got 2. So one of them is going to be freed from its bubble case. And it's going to be inside that bug, the beetle bug up there, man. I know you guys have seen that enough. I've showed that enough. I just think that is so cool that they made a Blue Beetle bug. I mean, how cool is that? Come on. Love it. Swag the Higgy, he says. Geeky Puppet Show says, my shop has the first appearance of Ted Cord Blue Beetle. I'm going to pick it up later today. Good for you, man. That's still one that I'm looking for. The original one by Charlton. I have a modern reprint, but I don't have the Charlton, the original one. So good for you, man. Good for you. Congrats on picking that up. That'll be a nice one to have in the collection. He says, Higgy and Hippie together again, he says. Michael Taylor says, it's going to look very cool in the bug. I think so, man. I think so. I love it. Zodiac. Hey, Zodiac, thanks for hanging out with us, man. He says, Swagda. Yes, he does. Jackson Roykirk says, yes, loved Super Balls. They were the first huge black balls. Then they were the clear ones. Yes. I remember the clear ones. That was a big deal at my school. If you had a Super Ball, man, you were like one of the cool kids. He's got a Super Ball. You ought to see that thing bounce. It goes a mile in the air. Oh yeah, it was very, very cool. So that I used to trade things like, I got a couple of dice and or something, and you trade them with a friend for a Super Ball. Very cool indeed. Eric K says, Lamar Hunt, the late founder of the of the Kansas City Chiefs and founder of the AFL, came up with the same Super Bowl from the toy Super Bowl. Oh, really? I did not know that. That's cool to know. Thank you very much, Eric. Man, always learn something from the peanut gallery every week. Ziggy. Zodiac says, Higgy. Swagda says, hey there, Zodiac. Michael Taylor says those Super Balls were tons of fun. Yes, they were, man. Yes, they were. We'd throw them as hard as we could against the school, man, and try and catch them. I remember that. Oh, man, that was fun. Hippies Collectible says Higgy has more energy than me, laughing out loud. I think Higgy's got more energy than most of us. Most people half his age, probably. Mastodon says, I have that Ghost LCE. It's fantastic. Ghost. Okay. Limited. Yes. That's very cool. Yeah. You don't really see them too often. I know I've never seen it in the wild, as they say, in the wild. But so when I saw it and it was a real cheap price, I said, sure, I could use that in my collection. Absolutely. So Jackson Roykirk says Higgy has more energy than all of us put together. You got it, sir. You are absolutely correct. 100%. Hippies Collectibles, he's laughing out loud. Zodiac says, now you need treasury size spinner rack. Yeah. Oh, man. Imagine if they made one. Imagine that. Oh, my gosh. I had 2 magazine racks made from, I don't know what particle board, I think it was, that came out of a store. I had it in my parents' basement when I was living at home as a kid, late 70s. My father picked 2 of them up for me, along with a nice, it was like brass, wooden, and glass counter. That had a light inside where you could display things and stuff like that, like right out of a store. I had that down and had it set up, look cool in my parents' basement for a couple of years. And then when I was getting married, I figured we wouldn't have a place for it here in the house. How stupid was I? We could have had plenty of room down here. I could have had it right behind me, But so I sold all 3 pieces. And I regretted it ever since. And I'll never have a nice magazine rack like that. And I'll certainly not have a display case like that. So I am thrilled to death that I was able to get a spinner rack that was exactly like the one from my old stop and go store that we used to visit every day. So absolutely, Zodiac. Cool beans. Tempest from Mars says that Ghost is on my get list. Nice. Cool beans. Hope you find it, and I hope you find it cheap. Michael Taylor says fantastic interior art in that Ghost. Yeah, they got some really good artwork in there. Like I said, it showed you some of the artists from Redondo and stuff like that. Very cool indeed. So absolutely. Jackson Roykirk says, oh, it's a love. Graphic Man says, don't forget that community tribute you wanted to show. Just a reminder. Thank you for that, Micah. I do want to show that. I'm going to show that before I go off the air today. I've been wanting to do it for the last 2 shows, and I forgot both times. And this time I'm not going to. So thank you. Hippies Collectible says, romance. Coffee time. Yeah. Gotcha, Hippie. And Michael Taylor says, very cool fighting forces. Yeah, that was one I needed. So Mastodon says, happy Memorial Day, everyone. Got to mow the grass. You never know when it's going to decide to rain here in Central PA. Gotcha. Yeah, we got to mow. We got to get my lawn mowed. My son's going to be coming down to do it maybe Monday, I think. So we'll see. So Mastodon, have a great rest of your Memorial Day weekend and have a great week, sir. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday morning with us. Appreciate it. Take care. Eric K says, Rima is another underrated series. The first issue is, as Shannon would say, sort of an obsession book for me. Yeah, I know my partner is very, very big on those short Bronze Age series. I mean, he's mowing them down. Right and left, he is mowing them down. I love it. Eric K says, see ya, Mastodon. And Jackson Roykirk says, loved Rima. Just wish the stories were the full book length. So I have not read any of them. I wanted to get the whole series together. in order to read them together. The only thing I remember about Rima is that she was on an episode of Super Friends. She was like one of the first, if not the first, guest star they had. I'm trying to remember. They had a couple. They had a Flash guest appearance and a Green Arrow guest appearance and a Rima guest appearance. And I think Rima was the first one. I'm not sure. If anybody else knows, please correct me if I am wrong. Michael Taylor says, very cool, Rima. Yes, sir, Michael. Eric K says, Redondo art inside. Kubik covers. Can't go wrong with that combo. No, sir. Any day, all day. You got it. Graphic Man says, that's a brand new Rima Jungle Girl. Mine have spine creases. Super nice book. Yeah, it really was. I didn't, even when I was buying it, I looked it over, the picture, but seeing it up close, I mean, that looks like it came out of one of them multi-packs, So very cool. Very happy to have that in the collection. Tempest says, always nice to finish off a collection, no matter how big or small it is. Yes, it is. It's that sense of satisfaction that you finally concluded whatever kind of run, like you say, big or small, absolutely. I love that feeling. Jackson Roykirk says, did Rod say he gets to put Rima to bed? Yeah, I think I did, actually. Just don't tell my wife. No. But good night, folks. I'm here all week. Mike Taylor says, very cool 2-page spread in Rima. I remember that ad. Great ad. Yeah. I remember seeing those and immediately went to try and find them at the department stores. The next time my folks went, I'd be like, yeah, I want to go. And I'd go to the toys and whatnot. And always found Batman. They'd have him hanging on pegboard. Found Batman, but I never found anybody that I really wanted on there. Of course, now I'd settle for a Batman. I'd settle for any of them from that time period, any original ones. So who am I fooling? Eric K says, love those 100-page horror books. So much goodness inside. I agree with you, Eric. Absolutely. All of those 100-page super spectaculars. That's a special period in my life. I've told it many times. It takes me back to my grandfather. So I just used to go and pick them up. And he bought a few for me and whatnot. And I'd buy a few, or he'd give me money to buy a few. So just special memories right there. Special memories. Michael Taylor says, very cool, unexpected. Thank you, Michael. Gray Man says, I'm putting a Rip Hunter run together. All great covers. Yeah, I've been looking at that. I've been trying to do it for a while. I can find a lot of the later ones. The early ones are tougher to find and tougher to afford. But definitely, I'm definitely working on trying to put together that Rip Hunter run. Absolutely. I'm right there with you, Gray Man. Good luck, sir. Tempest from Mars says, another 100-pager and a Rip Hunter. The two collections I'm working on as well. Fortunately, I have those issues, so I'm okay with you having them done. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Love them both. 100-pagers. And I'm really, really getting into the Rip Hunter stuff. So absolutely. Michael Taylor says those Rip Hunter Time Masters had very cool covers. Yes, they were. They're very, very, very overlooked. That is a series that is very overlooked. You don't hear a whole lot about Rip Hunter, and you don't see a whole lot, people showing Rip Hunter books and stuff like that. Very cool, though. Michael Taylor says, very cool Inside Earth. Yes, that Brave and the Bold. That was one I wanted for a long time. So glad to get that one off the list. Michael Taylor says, I'm not big on pops, but they did a good job on my tour. Yeah, like I said, I'm not, fully down that rabbit hole. I don't expect to ever be, but I do pick up the oddball stuff. They had one of the Lost in Space robot, B9. I had to pick that up. I had to have that. Anything to do with the robot, I gotta have, So I pick up the oddball ones just as I like them. Those type of things. I'm not going to go, full bore and collect every single one, and I can't do it. I got too many rabbit holes I'm already in. So, but Hanna-Barbera superheroes, absolutely, I'm there. Sign me up. Mike Taylor says, cool Birdman. Yes, sir. I mean, I just love it. Jay Lucien says, your wife sounds like a heck of a lady. She is. She's a saint. She's put up with me for over 35 years now. And she doesn't, whenever I say, hey, I'd like to get that or something, she never poo-poos it. She never makes me feel like I'm an idiot or, a fanboy or anything like that. She was going to let me buy this the first time we saw it, the spinner rack. She was ready to let me buy it then, but I decided I couldn't do it because, we needed the money. That was a big thing. It was like $400 for that spinner rack. So I said, I can't pull the trigger. I can't justify spending that kind of money. I wound up going in the hospital. I told her before I went, I says, if with that spinner rack, listen, if it's here the next time we come here, then it will have been meant for me and I'll get it then. Well, I had a heart attack. I went in open heart surgery, blah, blah, blah. 8 months later, I think it was either 6 or 8 months later, I went and back there, and it's like, I didn't want to run down the aisles to see if it was there, so I'm trying to play it cool. Yeah, just gonna saunter down the aisle. When we get to there, we get to there, but I'm inside. I'm like, let's go. I want to know. And we come around the corner. Sure enough, it was still there. I looked at her. Oh, she just said, let's get it. She didn't say you can have it. She said, let's get it. Like, let us get it, because she knew how much that meant to me. So yeah, she's a saint. She's a keeper without a doubt. Mike Phil says, great stuff, Doc. Doc Peanut Gallery, have a great holiday weekend and upcoming week. You as well, Michael. Thank you once again for spending your Saturday with us, sir. Greatly appreciate it. Take care. Have a great rest of your holiday weekend as well. Easy Comic Reader says, the Marauder came out slinging some sensational books today. Well, thank you, sir. Tried to do my best to put a smile on everybody's face. It's harder to do without my brother with me, but I'm sure he's enjoying some well-deserved time off with the family and doing a little musical stuff, I'm sure. So we'll find out next week. Easy Comic Reader also says, representing the dynamic duo in fine form today in singles action. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, ECR. Man, you're the best, buddy. Diabetic Superman says, I have an Underdog Funko. Oh, see, that would be one I'd have to get. Now, on the list it goes. Underdog. Yeah, gotta have an Underdog Funko. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. When criminals in this world appear and break the laws that they should fear. Oh, I love Underdog. Love Underdog. Thank you for letting me know about that, Diabetic Superman. I have not seen that anywhere, so chances are it's probably going to cost me some money. But thank you so much. That's cool. Michael Taylor says, Eric K., interesting info. Yes, sir, Bob. Always learn stuff here. I Am One of Us says, I like your Birdman Funko Pop. It's very nice. Well, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that. Yeah, Birdman, the character, the cartoon, meant a lot to me as a kid. That was my golden age of Saturday mornings right there. 66, 67, 68. With all the Hanna-Barbera superheroes, Space Ghost, Herculoids, Ghost, Young Samson, Herculoids, what's the other one? Mytor, Shazam, Frankenstein Jr. and the Impossibles, Birdman and the Galaxy Trio, all those great cartoons, man. They were just awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much for being with us today. Hippies Collectible says, collect what you like and love what you collect. Peace. Yes. Truer words were never spoken. Thank you so much, Tom, for being here. Appreciate it. Take care, my friend. Maranya says, take care, everyone. Stay safe out there. Happy Memorial Day. Thank you, everyone who served out there. Thank you for your service. Absolutely. Thank you very much for your service on this Memorial Day weekend. If you served, thank you so much. Everybody enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. Absolutely. Triple C, he says, thanks for another fantastic show, Rod. Thank you, Triple C. Don't forget to check out his claim sales afterwards. We're trying to get off so we can get you on. How's that? So definitely check out Triple C, man. You'll get some good books at very good prices, man. Tempest from Mars says, have a good one, everyone. Tempest, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day, sir. Have a great weekend, great week. We'll see you hopefully next week. Take care. Kiki Puppet Show says, time for breakfast, then a nap. Oh, no, I got to watch wrestling. King and Queen of the Ring. You got to watch the wrestling. Coming from Saudi Arabia, the Jackson Roy Kirk says, I hope to get some reading done this long weekend. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody, and a wonderful week again, everyone. You too, Jackson. Thank you so much for being here, man. Appreciate it, sir. Take care. And he says, yes, all right, yeah. Geeky Puppet Show says, we've got 2 readings scheduled tonight. Batman Superman Adventures, number 3 at 8:15. Eastern, and then Batman and the Outsiders, number 19 at 9:30 Eastern. Very cool. Very cool. So definitely check them out and don't be afraid to join in because they'd love it. They'd love it and you'd have a ball. Absolutely, guys. Michael Taylor says, man, you should have bought that Batman, Rod. The Geeky Puppet Show. There's a lot of books I wish I had bought. Geeky Puppet Show says, Rip Hunter was great on Legends of Tomorrow until the showrunners stupidly wrote him out of the show. Yeah, I caught a couple episodes when he was in it, and I thought it was pretty cool. And then all of a sudden he wasn't in it. So you're right. Mike Taylor says, oh, yeah, I got to pick up the B9. Yes, sir. B9. There we go. B9. Lost in Space by Johnny Lightning. Got a little robot. Gotta have it. Gotta have it, man. I got a bunch of other ones. I got the Chariot up there. I got somewhere I've got, right here. Oh, sorry, Hulk. I got the Jupiter 2 right here. I got something else up there. I can't remember what the other thing was. But yeah. Oh yeah, that anything to do with B9, I gotta have. Anything to do with Hulk, I'll try and get too. Boom. So, absolutely, Michael. Michael says, Rod, you got to show that the B9 pop. Oh yeah, it's up there buried right now, but I'll definitely show it. I want to do like some of the Lost in Space stuff because I got a few items of it, like the one I just showed you. I got one of the models of the B9, and I got that Funko Pop of B9. So yeah, I used to draw the robot as a kid. Oh, I drew it a million times. I wish I had a dime for every time I drew it. So absolutely, I'll be showing it. Diabetic Superman, got it on eBay, Rod. Yeah, I'm going to be checking that out. Thank you so much, DS. Appreciate it, sir. Eric K says, great solo show, Rod. Well, thank you very much. I know we all miss Shannon. I hope he's having fun. And he'll be back next week. And we'll be back together once again. And we'll put on a really good show for you guys. So, and Michael says, like Shannon, when I saw Shazam, I said, that doesn't look like Shazam. Yeah, old Shazam. You know, Shazam, that cartoon was, those 2 kids came from Maine. They found the ring that they had, the 2 rings. They found that in a cave off the coast of Maine. So, just a little cartoon trivia by your Uncle Rod. Maranya says, now run that community promo. You got it, Maranya. Everybody, take care. Thank you all once again. Everybody in the Peanut Gallery for hanging out with me this morning. Really, greatly appreciate it. Hope to see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And for now, we're going to do community channel of the week, and it's Cup O Comics. So I never remembered to do that. YouTube, I drew them too. So everybody take care. And let me just run that.